From a prime Federer getting destroyed to a top 10 player getting double bageled. What's up guys, I'm Tennistic and today we're here to see some of the strangest results ever in tennis. If you want to enjoy more tennis videos like this, I suggest you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button. That said, let's start with the video. Federer vs Fish, Indian Wells 2008. We're at the Indian Wells semi-finals. Former top 10 and world number 98 Marty Fish is playing some of his best tennis throughout the tournament. But in front of him, world number 1, Roger Federer, who has dominated the hardcourts for over 4 years. The head-to-head between them is 6-0 for Federer, a head-to-head bagel. So although Fish being in front of his home crowd, Federer should win this match. But as you can know for the title of the video, this is not the case. And world number 1 Roger Federer was absolutely destroyed this day. Fish played some great aggressive tennis, putting a lot of pressure on Federer, who normally is the one who puts pressure on his opponents, and Federer had no answers. He had a very bad day in the office, committed too many unforced errors, and was completely outplayed by Fish, who did not give him a chance and defeated him by 6-3, 6-2. As simple as that. One of the most straightforward losses for Federer in the last 15 years.
He's done it!
Thiem vs Djokovic, Rome 2017. This match is very recent and had one of the most unexpected outcomes you will ever see, as Dominic Thiem came to this semi-final after defeating Nadal in an unbelievable performance by the Austrian. Djokovic was having a rough year, and as we knew later, he was having a lot of problems with his elbow. So although Djokovic not being 100%, we could say it should be a pretty even match. But instead, Djokovic blew Dominic Thiem off the court, only losing one game in the whole match. And that game coming at 5 games to love in the first set. But how could this happen? Well, curiously, Djokovic played one of the best matches of the year. Many people at the time said that Djokovic was not playing as well that year because of lack of motivation. As we knew later, he was already struggling with his elbow. But this match he was fired up, very solid, composed, and not giving any free points. It was all the opposite for Thiem, who after his crazy performance against Nadal played a very poor match, making a lot of unforced errors and not knowing how to play Djokovic. 6-1, 6-love was the final result. Only a few weeks later, they would meet again at the French Open quarterfinals, where this time it was Dominic Thiem who dominated Djokovic, defeating him by 3 sets to love in a great performance. Talking about changing things up. Again, a very recent match, this time a women's match, who we can easily say have a lot more strange matches between them. It's a lot easier seeing bagels in the women's tour, as they do not dominate the same way with their serve, but in this occasion, a woman who has a very big serve, and that is one of the greatest players of all time like Serena, was not only bageled, but won only one game in the whole match. This happened last year at San Jose. Serena came after some weeks of inactivity, and the first round was a tough match against a very dangerous player like Johanna Konta, and Serena was visibly out of form, so you could expect it was going to be a tough match. But seeing Serena only win one game in a match is truly one of the strangest results you may ever see in tennis.
2 match points for Konta. It's all over. A huge win for Britain's Jo Konta. She's beaten the 3-time former champion Serena Williams, and she's beaten her in some style. Just 52 minutes.
But to me, the strangest result I've ever seen is this one. There's no footage at all of this match except for the match point, but a top 10 player like Tomas Berdych was double bageled. A player with a great serve and that has also a great baseline game was not able to win a single game in the whole match. The face of Goffin says it all. He was not expecting a match like that.
Finished with an ace. He can't believe it. Where has that come from? David Goffin.
As there's no footage of the match, I cannot make an analysis, but just seeing the result, Berdych was absolutely destroyed. This time we're going to a match in 1998, as we go to that year's Australian Open final, where the great and talented Marcelo Rios placed Peter Korda. As you may all know, Rios was a special talent. It was his first Grand Slam final, and sadly the only one. But the thing is, it was his great opportunity to become a Grand Slam champion. His opponent Peter Korda was world number 7, and it should be a tough challenge, but with the talent that Rios possesses, and being his first Grand Slam final, which is a special motivation, Rios should have his chances. But instead, Rios was completely outplayed that day. Peter Korda didn't give him a chance, and it was one of the most one-sided Grand Slam finals ever, with a final result of 6-2, 6-2, 6-2. Absolute destruction. Korda would give positive in a drug test some years later, and sadly, Rios would never win a Grand Slam, something very strange for such a talented player. And from 1998 we go to just 1 month ago, where Benoit Paire and Steve Johnson played one of the strangest matches ever. The first set was completely dominated by the American, who took the set by 6-1. Paire looked like he was struggling with his movement, but as you may know, if Benoit Paire is in the zone, he is one of the most dangerous players in the world, and he catched a lot of fire in the next 2 sets, not giving Steve Johnson a single game in the rest of the match. The final result was 1-6, 6-love, 6-love.
Wow, this is extraordinary. An incredible finish. He lost the opening, he has just handed out a double bagel to Steve Johnson.
Again, a recent match, this time in 2016, a match between 2 great players like Marcos Baghdatis and Diego Schwartzman, who was world number 88 back in the day. With the match being on clay court, he should have his chances against Baghdatis, who was world number 39. But this time, the Argentinian was double bageled. There is no footage of the match, so I cannot take many conclusions out of it. It's easier to understand a double bagel against Schwartzman than Berdych, because Schwartzman has not got a great serve like Berdych, but still, a double bagel, it's almost hard to believe between 2 ATP players. And if I just said that when in the zone, Benoit Paire is one of the most dangerous players in the world, what can we say about Roger Federer? When he catches fire, he can bagel absolutely anyone, but this time it should be difficult as he was facing home crowd favorite Andy Murray, one of the greatest players of all time, a player that has beaten Federer 8 times, but this time Federer was not gonna give any chance at all, as he almost double bageled Murray in front of his home crowd and in a World Tour Finals event. Surely one of the most dominant Federer performances ever, and a performance that shocked the whole British crowd. So that's it for the video. I really hope you enjoyed. Please let me know if you want more parts of this video. I could make another part with some other strange results. If you guys want it, just let me know, hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. That's it. See you guys in the next video.